Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Living Generationally Redeeming the Time special. And redeeming the time is an opportunity for me to share encouragement with you. And if you are new here and you have no idea what living generationally is, I want to share that with you. And I'm going to be reading off my computer because it just helps me to better explain that. So, living generationally is where we get the opportunity to explore how our everyday choices ripple through our lives and the lives of those who come after us. My desire is to help you break the cycle of brokenness and dysfunction and to live with intention, knowing that our daily actions and decisions shape not only our present but the future of our families, communities, and generations to come. This is where purpose begins, where gratitude grows, and where accountability, that word, leads to legacy. I'm excited for you to be on this journey with me as we unlearn, rebuild, and grow together. And that is Living Generationally's mission and my desire and goal. And for the redeeming the time encouragement of today, I have like the video. I think I'm going to title the video "The Art of Asking Good Questions Leads to Critical Thinking," and I think that's really important. And it's really important to me because I'm someone who naturally, like, I do love to think, and I tend to overthink sometimes, but also I can get so used to what everyone else is doing, what I've been told, or what I've learned the truth is or was, and just kind of have to like dive into that. But I've also grown comfort in that I haven't asked the good questions. So I'm learning to press into that side of me that the Lord has created me in me and has instilled in me to want to ask good questions because I love asking questions. If anyone knows me, my close friends know that I love asking them questions to get to know them more. But I think it's important that we ask good questions and that we not just allow others to say to us what is true. Even if it is true, they can be telling truth, but it's important for us to ask the question so we can learn ourselves. But also in the times where something that isn't true that is being shared within our culture or society or someone else, our friends, our family, that we can know through asking questions that, hey, I don't think this is right, and that can lead to critical thinking. And I think we live in a culture and time, and I feel like this has always been the case, but maybe it has looked differently throughout history. But we can so easily get acclimated to the nature of our society and culture and the ideologies that are being presented to us that we don't even question whether it is true or not, because we believe that our leaders should be telling us the truth, so we just automatically assume that whatever they say is going to be true, and that is just not the case when we are living in a fallen world. um, People have their own selfish intent, and in that, they don't always tell the truth, and we have to be people who think critically, and through in order to think critically, we have to ask those important questions like, is this true? um and we also must have a standard which we can hold up these lies and examine these lies. So I come from a biblical worldview. I'm a Christian. So as I am listening to what people are saying, I'm holding up the standard of scripture to compare to the lies that the world is saying, or even like to compare and to see if it's truthful as well too. And I think it's important that we do that, because if not, we become roped into the ideologies of the culture, and we become um, followers and not people who think, and not people who are leading a people and a generation to the Lord and to truth. And a part of living generationally is living with legacy that leads to the future. And in order to do that, we have to live intentionally, and we have to be people who think about the legacies that we want to create, and the legacies that are important to our family but also to the Lord as well too, that we instill into our children the values that are portrayed in scripture. And I am just pondering and thinking as I am working on the next podcast episode, and it kind of ties in with this topic a bit of thinking critically, asking good questions, and if not, you're going to become stuck and reliant on the lies and the systems that aren't good, that are poor and are used to keep you trapped. And yes, that is the redeeming the time encouragement of today. And if you want to hear more about redeeming the time and redeeming the time special of living generationally and more on topics similar to this, you can check out the podcast on Apple or Spotify, or you can listen to more. You can also listen to the podcast here on YouTube because I have it on video form, and also have other redeeming the time encouragement or specials that you can go listen to and get encouraged by. And I would love to hear um, your point of view down in the comments, and we can start a conversation down there. Yeah, have an amazing day. And no podcast episode today because I usually post Monday and Thursday podcast episodes, but I wanted to post a redeeming the time encouragement instead, so that's why we have this. But you can expect a podcast episode on Monday, Lord willing, and have a beautiful and lovely day. And until next time, live with legacy leading to the future. Goodbye, friends.